Hey, what's up, guys? It's xJawz, and I want to start this match off with a little story for you, a little tale right here. It's not just a single solitary tale, but it's about a couple things. Well, before I get into that, I just want to say that right now it's Friday, and I woke up, and this is gonna sound dumb. This is just about my life. If you don't want to listen to this, whatever, don't flame me. Don't leave bad comments. I woke up at like 7:45 a.m. in the morning. Usually got to get up at like 6 to go to school, and nobody woke me up to go to school, so I'm assuming my parents have just let me skip because my brother's here, he's sleeping, so I don't know, my body clock just woke me up. So what that leads me to is that my spring break is started now. I've got today off, I guess, Friday off, and then I have Saturday, Sunday, and then I have the entire week off next week, and then Saturday, Sunday. And yeah, that means we have to go to school the day after Easter, which doesn't really matter to me because I'm Jewish, but a lot of people are going to be they're not going to be able to travel far, or at least if they do travel, they're going to have to come back. Like, they'll probably just come back to school late, but I don't know. I'm getting into a lot of stuff that I don't really need to tell you guys. But anyway, the story, or the stories that I want to tell you guys is, and I want to preclude this, or precede this by saying that this has happened to me about 15 times, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you hear what it is a lot. It's very funny, guys. This is a funny story. It's hilarious to me that I get messages asking questions like, "Hey, dude, are you Tyler? Hey, are you Mark?" and shit like this. And apparently I've talked to these people who send me these messages, and a lot of people seem to tell their friends at school or their friends in real life or whatever that they are me, that they are the ones making videos, that they are the ones doing this, that they are the ones who are amazing at Call of Duty. And I think it's hilarious that that's like how low 50 people have gone. And I know out of like 16,000 people, that's not a lot, but that is just hilarious to me that you actually lied to one of your friends, or maybe somebody who you want to become friends with, and lied to them so that they would think you're good at this game. That's just funny to me. So unless your name is Sam, and unless you go to Diningtown West High School, you're not me. So don't believe your friends. Anyway, I'm playing here, and right now I've got the Scar H, but I started out the game with the Vector Silence, and I talked a lot of shit about the Vector Silence, and I'm not really going to take it back, but I would like to elaborate on what I said. I said, for those of you who are not aware, if you're a fairly new subscriber, I said that the Vector was one of the worst guns in the game, only better than the F2000. I do not take that statement back. What I would like to elaborate on is it doesn't mean that it's an absolutely horrible gun, and the reason behind that is all the guns in this game are powerful. All of them pretty much are usable. I don't think there's one gun that's just not usable for me. I mean, certain guns combined with certain attachments aren't usable for me, but no gun by itself is not usable. I got a good score with the F2000. I feel like I can get a good score with any gun in the game. So that being said, the Vector is a usable gun at best. I wouldn't say it's a great gun. It's got very low power. It's got a high rate of fire, which isn't really good, because if you're missing your first shot, it's like missing the first shot with an assault rifle, except you're missing 2 shots with the Vector. It's like, that's the way I like to think about it, because if you're going for a regular shot, if you're not coming up behind somebody, or if you're in an actual gunfight, chances are you're not going to be hitting every bullet. And if you had an assault rifle, you would only be missing 1 bullet in the same time that you're missing 2 bullets with the Vector. And I understand, you know, the opposite works for that. Instead of just hitting 1 bullet, you're hitting 2. But when you're hitting 1 bullet with an assault rifle, it's doing a lot more damage than 1 bullet from a Vector. I don't know. If you guys understand what I'm saying, hopefully you do. You know what I mean. So, like I said all that stuff about the Vector, so it's a decent gun, and it's kind of, my opinion about it is skewed because I'm using it here with Marathon and Cold-Blooded. I don't really have that many bullets. Obviously, I don't have Scavenger or One-Man Army, so I'm trying to make do with my secondary, as you saw earlier, and as you saw right there, I kind of fail. Look at this. Look how many hit markers I get. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And that looked like a 4th bullet went into him, but it didn't show up on the screen. I'm trying to make use out of this A12 in this close range situation. That's specifically why I had it here, because instead of having to put 4 bullets into somebody with a Vector, I'd rather have that A12 for all these really close quarter situations. That way I can just put 1 or 2 shotgun shells into somebody. Plus, it's automatic, high rate of fire. It's just a great close quarters gun. So that's what I have to say about the Vector. And I would just like to say this again: if you really do like the Vector so much, you got to try other guns, because I know there's a lot of people who I'm friends with in real life. Nobody who I'm friends with from YouTube thinks this, but I'm friends with people from school and neighbors and stuff who actually think certain guns are really good. For example, I have a friend named Maurice who really likes the Vector, and he swears by it. And he only uses the Vector since the first couple days of the game, and I pretty much talked to him and said you should try the UMP, and ever since he only likes the UMP. And a lot of people get into this mode where they only like one gun, and I used to be like that with the M4 in Call of Duty 4, but you really got to get out of that habit, because it's astounding how many people are who get into this habit, don't ever get out of it, because you think that if you are doing this well with this gun, whether or not you're even doing good, you think that this is the best gun, and you never go out of that mode. You might stop using a Vector when you are in a sniping map like Wasteland, then you might switch to your sniper, but there's so many people who are like this, and I know it's true. So that's the one tip, that's the big tip that I'm giving you for this game, is diversity in guns will always work out better in your favor, because then you get to try them all and see what you like, see what you don't like. So, I'm trying to think what else to talk about here. I was running around with this setup, the Marathon Cold-Blooded Ninja setup from the beginning, because it wasn't the best setup for, I think, you guys, but I prefer to use this setup because I don't want to be seen by the radar at all. And the silencer in Cold-Blooded causes my bullets to be really weak, and like I said, less bullets isn't really good. But I knew on this map that even though I had less bullets and less damage, that the AA-12 would be a huge factor in winning, because whether I'm at A, C, or B, I know that was out of order, that was kind of weird, but it doesn't matter what flag I'm at, there's close quarter situations to fight at. I know you guys like me saying CQB rather than close quarters combat or whatever. But there's a lot of CQB in this map, so that's why it's a good idea. And earlier I did have the Chopper Gunner, and I know a lot of people would probably say that the AC-130 is better for this map, but I think the Chopper Gunner is definitely better than the AC-130 as an 11 kill streak for Invasion, just because the Chopper Gunner has explosive damage, just like the AC-130, but you can't really angle your shots as well with the AC-130, but you really can get around and maneuver the Chopper Gunner really well on this map. So I'm already at my second Chopper Gunner, and it's pretty much certain that we're going to win this game. The only flag they have is A, and I'm almost spawn trapping them with the Chopper Gunner. I wanted to ask you guys, this is something I'm going to do, and I'm going to be able to figure out who it was, so don't worry. The 37th commenter on this game, and if it's not the 37th, it'll be the 38th, 39th, whatever, leave a comment on exactly what gun you want me to use for the next game, and I will use it. I won't do this every single game, but I will do it for the next one. And it can't be a repeat, and it can't be a gun that I've used very recently. So, 37th commenter, if the 37th commenter is still saying first, because I know everybody likes to do that, then it'll be the 38th and 39th, the first one after that. I will do it. And that's an idea I heard from a commentator, and I don't know. Oh, I think I Am the V Premonition did it. That guy I give a shout out to. He did something like this with his subscribers, so I'm copying his idea. No harm, no foul. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the game, guys. Hope you'll try out a bunch of guns, and I hope the 37th commenter will leave a gun suggestion, and I will use it in the next game. Alright, bye.